Hey lovers and friends, and welcome back to my channel. Right, so the story here is that I got bored. Okay, I got bored and I was on YouTube trying to keep myself occupied. I saw a commentary on Kylie Jenner and I saw this makeup look and I was like, ooh, this kind of eats, but would it eat on me? Disclaimer, this look and the hair I have on now do not coincide. I really should have done updo, but I already laid this wig, so I'm kind of here. However, I do feel like the vibe of that makeup look and this hair will go down together very well. So, without further ado, let's see if I, a black Zimbabwean child, can turn myself into Kylie Jenner. Obviously not like the skin and everything, but let's recreate Kylie Jenner's makeup look, okay? Thank you! As always, we have to bump up the tunes. I cannot do makeup without music. If you're new here, now you know that fact about me. I do put my AirPods on transparency though, so that I can hear what's going on around me. Now, what vibe is this look giving musically? Because the playlist and the makeup have to sing. It's giving Villain Era. And I actually do have Villain Era playlist. Wait, hey! Oh, hey, oh. Don't the birds sound so pretty? Anyway. Right, so what we're gonna do first is our brows. Looking at this picture, hers are 2016 but fluffy, if that makes sense. I don't know which of those I'm gonna do. If I'll do both, I don't know. Anywhom, what I'm gonna do first is take a brow gel, if I can find it. I can never find anything, and it makes me look so unprepared. Where is the brow gel? At this point, I'm getting frustrated. Brow gel is nowhere in sight, so I'll just have to careful with the curls. Do a do's without it. Taking my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 5. I am going to do my brows. This is how I do them. Not every day, but my general eyebrow routine. So I start with the line at the bottom with my mirror angled like this. I'm capping. Big cap. Raise your eyebrows. That's what I forgot to do. Oops. Line the bottom, line the top. Do the same for this brow, and then I fill. Oh, Lord's finished. Okay, there we go. I wound it up. Fill in those brows, creating streaks at the front that you then blend out with your finger. I want to bring you guys in. You're too far. Hi, Pookie. Anyway, okay, so what I'm gonna do next is take. Do I want to use this one? Or this one. I think I'll use this one. It's the MAC Brush Stroke 24-Hour Liner in Brush Brown. Might be a little light, but that might help in this case. I'm gonna do, things I need to stop saying, right? And what I'm gonna do. However, I'm gonna continue saying them because you know me. Anyway, another one I need to stop saying. This is the wrong brush, child. Hello. Taking my MAC 242S brush, I'm not gonna clean up my brows using foundation. I'm looking at the picture here, so I do the right thing. Shake it up. Foundation of choice is MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Matte Foundation and Oil Control in the shade NC50. And then we clean up those brows. I love a clean brow. Let me not speak too soon. I have one more to do. Hold on. With that down, what I'm going to do now is base my eyelid with the excess foundation and take a beauty blender. This one is actually from the company Beauty Blender, and I'm not gonna lie, I get the hype. I genuinely get the hype at this point. What I'm gonna do is, on the same Beauty Blender, take a little bit of setting powder and just set down that foundation. I don't want it moving. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not someone to set my eye base before I actually do my eyes, weirdly enough. Right, how are we going to start this? I think let's start with the browns. I'm gonna play in the Huda Beauty Empowered palette for this look. I'm gonna make it a warmer look because I want to. So taking, no, but this is too warm. I ain't gonna care. So I'll play in the Empowered palette and the Revolution Maxi Reloaded palette to get my desired look. I'm honestly giving myself pressure here, because makeup by Ariel's hands, that's who did this makeup look, are not to be played with at all. Okay, she has a cool tone brown. The way I almost dipped into a shimmer. Ha! Jesse Dongo. Okay, so I've taken the lighter brown from the Revolution palette and I'm going to work that into my crease on a MAC Cosmetics 286S brush. She does have a bit of it in her inner corner, so I'll put it there and then fluff it into my crease going out. Because I am a black woman, mine will be a bit more dramatic because I want to get everything to show. Right, now we get into the trick of the trade. I need to cut my crease, and it's not necessarily a inner corner out cut crease, but more a halo cut crease. So I'm gonna take my lightest concealer, which is from Huda Beauty, in the shade Granola. Which one is the new one? Is it you? I think it's you. Or is it you? It could be either at this point. I'll take the first one because it looks a bit thicker, so it should be the older one. And boom. Put that onto, yeah, this is the old one. So onto the back of my hand. Before taking that same MAC 242S brush that we used for our brows, and I'm gonna map out in a line where I'd want to place the product. Look up. I don't put enough. My trick is to place it, look up, and that top line there is where you should peak your cut crease, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna do, oh, you see what I'm doing, so I can't explain it. Forgive me. Does that make sense what I just did there? I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry in advance. Next up is I'm gonna take a fluffy crease brush, like this one. A matte, it's not necessarily white, more like a beige, and set that because her crease is matte. And this shade I got from the Revolution palette. It looks like I actually just used the Revolution palette for this, which is quite lovely. Right, I'm just gonna put that there as well. Reason, I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. And then, taking the 286S brush that we used for the brown, I am just going to sweep over that crease because I lost some of that crease pigment when I applied the beige nude whatever for the crease. Right, next up, stop saying that. In addition to the eyes that is done, I want to do a wing, but it's a smoky wing. Therefore, where is my wing brush? My eyeliner brush. This is a MAC 208S brush, and I'm gonna take it into MAC. I said this disclaimer in my previous video. It's not sponsored. I wish it was, but MAC's Prolonged Wear Fluid Line eyeliner and brow gel in the shade Black Track. Now here I need to be a bit skillful, so I'm gonna scoop some up onto the back of my hand. The back of my hand is my palette when I do makeup looks, as it should be yours as well. And I never tell you what to do, but I'm telling you what to do. Remember that with this one, we're always going to clean it up with concealer, so you can be messy, but not too messy, because then that's way too much of a cleanup. What we're going to do now is map out our line first, right? Cool. And then take a smudging brush, if I can find where the hell mine is. No, I don't use this one. I had a tiny smudging brush with. I don't like how my brushes disappear. It's very annoying. Not you. Okay, I also have to use this one just to rough that up. Alright. Take some more Black Track and flick it up. Smudge it out while it's still fairly mushy. Right, do the same for the other side. We're gonna come back just now, but we need to get the lines down. Well, I need to get the lines down on both sides. Now I'm just gonna go back and smudge some more. Right, with that smudge, what I'm gonna do is take another eyeshadow brush. Now I find the brush I was looking for. It was in the wrong brush holder thing. Anyway, what we do now, where is my Huda Grunge palette? I saw it literally. Hello? No. Okay. So I'm gonna take the black gel from, well, black cream shadow from the Empowered palette and just go over the Black Track. The Black Track works well to get your lines down, and this one works better for smudging because it is a cream shadow. And hers does come in the outer V a bit, so I'm gonna smudge that way as well. It's starting to make a bit of sense. And I'm gonna do the same for the other eye. I'm also gonna smudge this front part just to diffuse it a little bit. Now I'm gonna take that brown shade on that same 286 brush, just to go over the tip top here, and not gonna lie, on top of the black as well with the excess. Is it giving? I don't know. I have mixed emotions right now. Maybe because my face isn't done. So I'll apply lashes last because I wanna be able to play around near my eyes without getting them dirty. So let's get through doing my base. You know my routine by now. If you don't know it, go back and watch the previous makeup tutorial about filter makeup after this one. So let's do one thing at a time, okay? MAC Skin Canvas Balm first. I'm actually gonna use my viewfinder as my mirror for this bit, because I can't be asked to set up this palette. Unlike the grunge palette, this one now can't sit up right on its own, which is a bit annoying. But that's my doing, so I can't really complain. Did I just cut my nose? No, it's just being sensitive. Okay. MAC Time Check Lotion. This base is giving demi-matte, but more on the matte side. So I won't use as much of the Time Check Lotion in comparison to the mattifying primer. I'll just use a smidge so that my skin doesn't completely dry out. Because using the mattifying on its own, you're brave. I will salute you for that. Now we're going to the mattifying primer. I know for a lot of people it may seem like a lot, so if you want me to do a more watered down and like everyday type video, please do let me know in the comments below, and I will get that to you expeditiously. Cool. With that done, I'm going to start my base. Maybe a little bit different to how I usually do it, but it's my base nonetheless. That's my problem. When I have a certain look, I go for a certain routine, but I change that routine from time to time, depending on my mood. So I'm going to take foundation onto my MAC 170S brush and stipple that in. With that done, I'm going to take my beauty blender just to get rid of the streaks and have a more even application. Right now we're going to get into, hold on, with the excess, I'm just going to go over my forehead because she's looking a little bit left out. Right, left. MAC 24 Hour Smoother Concealer in NW45. This is to conceal and to start shaping our eye. What happened there? Where's you? I need you. There we go. I'm actually gonna use a blender for most of this. I have a love-hate relationship with both makeup brushes and blenders. Some days I love me a blender, other days I love me a brush. Some days I hate both. Right, cool. Her highlight isn't too crazy, so I'm not going to do anything too crazy either. I'm going to take NARS Smooth Wear. I use so much MAC. I literally dream about MAC. NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Biscuit. It's not going to be so crazy. Also the concealer of it. This is honestly one of my favorite concealers. I love it down. Me and this concealer go together real bad. I ain't gonna lie. What the hell is playing? Her bronzing is soft as well. So what I will do is I won't use cream bronzer. I'll use powder, and the blush is soft too. So we'll do that. Lightly dabbing that in. Literally blend. Tap away. I'm gonna set that with our Fenty powder. Yeah, her contouring isn't really a strong contender for this look, so I'm not gonna make it a strong contender in mine. I'm just gonna set my nose down with the excess powder on the blender. Can you see my face? I'm sorry. Listen, yeah, learn your face. I actually only properly learned my face shape recently, and I have a heart face shape. Know your face shape. I used to think it doesn't matter. And then once I knew my face shape and I started playing on my makeup to suit it, it's been eaten down ever since. I am gonna bake a little bit simply because this concealer will crease if you don't lock her down. So I'm gonna bake under my eyes and around the crevices of my nose as well. I'm gonna go a bit overboard. I'm just gonna set a little extra set at the bits of my face, and now I'm gonna put this down and go into bronzer. In order to guide my bronzer, I will reverse contour my nose with powder. I literally just said I'm putting this down. Don't trust me, okay? I change my mind every 2 seconds. Right, this will guide me when I'm bronzing because I'm gonna do what I call freehand bronzing. Therefore, I'm just bronzing like a man, like a wild man, like a madman. Yeah. This brush has no name. Actually, no, I want to use this one. Is it dry? Yes. When I'm doing precision bronzing, I like to use a fluffy angled brush like this one. But because I'm doing what I call freehand bronzing, I'll use a more round brush so that it diffuses way better. And this is the MAC 109S brush. And I'm just gonna go in and bronze up my face. I do like to mimic where I put my blush just a little lower with bronzer. And then I just go over my nose, taking the excess into my eyeshadow. It's dust off time, so MAC 116S brush. We dust off first before my gel liner was still open. It'll dry out when you're done. MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation in NC50. Y'all know the drill. Don't know the drill? Watch the previous video, like you're behind. Catch up. Then I'll just go under the bronzer with this to give it some precision, but not too much. If I'd used concealer to do this, I'd have all the precision in the world, but I didn't. Can you see the difference in these two? It's still bright, but it's not as like, hi, I'm in your face. Which I, of course, live for. Blush. Hers is pink, so I will do pink as well. Does she have highlight? No, there's no highlight actually. It's an all matte look. There's no gloss either. Damn. I'm using the same MAC 109S brush that I used for bronzing to apply the blush so that they all marry each other well, because hers really does. Oh, she doesn't have blush on her nose, but anyway, I've already done it, so. Oh, bad habits die hard. Or old habits die hard. I don't know, but habits die hard, okay? Right, I actually believe I can set my face now. Because it's a matte face, I'm not going to use the Magic Radiance Fix Plus. I'll just use the regular Fix Plus. And dry that down with my fan. Especially the eyes. Make sure your eyes dry down quite well. With my face mostly dry, I am going to do my under eyes. To do this, I'm going to take the liner, the black one from MAC at first. Just to line, right, left. Cool. Once we're done with that, I'm gonna take a smaller smudge brush. I sometimes use it for my lips, depending on my mood, and go into the brown shade we use on our eyes and just smudge this out. I'm gonna take that tiny little eyeshadow brush just to diffuse that and make sure it's nice and smooth. We can now do our lashes. Where's the lash glue? It's right here. Before I get carried away. Yeah. Hers aren't dramatic, so what I'm gonna do is take these half lashes. Do I want to use these actually? Do I want more drama? Oh yeah, I'll use these, it's fine. And taking my duo lash glue. This is my favorite way to apply eyelashes. I'll zoom you in on the next eye. But this is my method of applying eyelashes, where I'll apply it onto the eye like eyeliner or over eyeliner. And then just stick the lash like right on top. Super easy, super quick, nothing hectic. Make sure your eyes don't cry, because if the fumes are too strong, your eyes will complain. Right, lay down the glue for the next eye. I prefer to use black glue, but mine ran out, or I think I forgot it in Zim. So I'm using clear glue, which is still fine. And if you are starting out with lashes, I do recommend you use clear glue, because if you mess up with black glue, it's over, like it's done. While this one dries down, I'll let it dry down naturally, I will take mascara. This one's from Huda. And mascara up my lashes to mesh them in with the falsies. Where's the other lash? I don't know if you noticed, but my eyes are actually two different shapes. One is an oval and one is more circular. Just something quirky about me. It's actually more common than I think. My mom is the same. Her eyes, one is, in her words, shaped like a rugby ball and the other is shaped like a soccer ball. That's where I got that from. Okay, I've used the volume side. I'm gonna use the length side on the falsies. That's one thing, if you like the style of a lash, but not, for example, it's volume or length or curl, grab a mascara, grab your damn mascara, and get to work. Cool, now let's do the lip combo. Hers is a brown lippy, a brown nude lippy. So I'm gonna use Bombshell. That's what I used for liquid blush the last time. If I can find her. I will actually use my creamy kohl from Huda. It's in the shade Very Brown to line for this one. Oh, this look is actually eating. At this point, I can't be asked if I actually look like her or not. Well, if the makeup look resembles hers, I just look good, okay? And the girl loves looking good. Now I'll take Huda Beauty's Bombshell liquid lippy. Go back in with creamy kohl. And I'm actually done. No, PMB. I'm listening to Key Glock. I don't know why. Don't ask me nothing. Let me wipe my hands before I actually start using my hands, because I will get foundation and all of everything that's on my hand onto everywhere. What the hell did I just do? Okay. Oh, I look good. I hope that this viewfinder is not lying to me. I don't actually look crazy. That's my one hope. Let me zoom you out. No, you ain't gonna do it. Listen, you can't tell me anything right now. Okay, I'm the worst person to speak to right now, because what do you mean? No, I don't want to tuck it in, actually. What do you mean? What are you referring to? Because it's not me. I think I did quite well. I'm not gonna lie. So this hair is hairing right now. But I think I did quite well with this one. Just that I think with the difference in hair, it might look a bit different. But, oh, I think I hit the nail on the head. Yes, I did. Oh my gosh. I'm just so gassed. Recreating makeup looks never goes well for me. So I'm so happy that I feel like this time it did. Let me know how you think I did in the comments section below. And I will see you in the next one. If you want me to recreate a particular look, feel free. Why is this falling out? Feel free to send it to me on Instagram. My handle is here. And I will shout you out as well as do the look. Thank you very much for watching. Comment and subscribe. Now I can say bye. Bye.
You amaze me, ain't gotta do nothing crazy. See, all I want you to do is be my love.